A very good morning. We are Group 5 from Microprocessor Problem-Based Learning Design Assignment. The title is Hot and Cold Drink Dispenser. Our group members is Ahmad, Kamal bin Othman, Khor and me, Tham Yan Kit. Introduction. Hot and cold drink dispenser is a machine that can provide drinks to users by using automated system. Recommendation: 3 mainly flavored drinks, which is milk, coffee, and tea. There are 2 temperature modes for user, which is include hot and cold mode. Represent the drink dispenser geared with temperature sensor, water level sensor, DC motor, and Raspberry. Microprocessor IDE 68K. This is a software that always available. Benefit: save time and human resources. This is because hot and cold drink dispenser is a super fast machine and work without requirement of human resources. Satisfies requirement of users. Selection types of drinks, which is milk, coffee, and tea with hot and cold modes. Problem statement: the first one, study and learn the code programming microprocessor IDE 68K, peripheral class note, and record videos. The second is considerations about necessary of push button text function on off to start the operation. The third, the operation type of the DC motor. Okay, this is because they have a lot of busy human in every country, so such as workers and employees. A suitable type for the DC motor to fill up the cup. To fill out the cup is necessary. The method of provide information for user when filling up the cup. There we have displayed the 7 segment digits, text the signal for the user from H that means high to low when filling up the cup. Objective: the first one, to design and stimulate the program code for the hot and cold drink dispenser by using EC68K assembler. Second, to build an automatic drink dispenser that can provide 3 types of drinks, which is include milk, coffee, and tea. Third, to make the automatic drink dispenser, which is include hot and cold mode. The last, to provide information about temperature and water limit statement for user by using LED in the EC68K assembler. Scope. The scope is meaning limitation that we need in this project. So the first one, stimulate project only used in EC68K assembler. So as you see, EC68K assembler is used some programming language that's not like C++ programming. So we actually refer from lecturer notes and record videos. The second is necessary of Gantt chart. What's the function of the Gantt chart? Absolutely, to manage time duration and task description in clearly. So this is our Gantt chart. Execute in days, project duration in 8 days. So we list all the task description and the day 1 to day 8. So for ensure every teammate will finish the project in our limitation. Knowledge. So the first one, learn some programming language in EC68K assembler. For example, information move like LEA, line move, type swap, number crunching tasks. So that it is CMP, compare, division, or sub, and programming control orders such as RTX. Understand every function of the programming language is the part of important step when design a project.
Hi, my name is Khor and I'll be presenting the method and methodology part for our project. This is the FILA table for our project, which consists of fact, idea, learning issue, and action plan. The first fact is that we have to save time to reduce the cost to make the automated system by using microprocessor. The idea for this is that the software IDE 68K simulator is used for the simulation. So, how to use the IDE 68K simulator? For this, we had a discussion with the team members and we also referred to notes and software manual of IDE 68K. Next is that an automatic system that operates when the start button is pushed. The idea for this is that the system detects the push button to start the operation. So, which of the push buttons should be pushed to start the operation? For this, we designed and executed the code for push button operation of the hot and cold drink dispenser. The next fact is that the operation system with the use of LEDs. The operation starts when LED is turned on to show the system is working based on the code. So, how long does the motor will operate? For this, we executed the code for the LEDs. The last fact is that the motor starts to run to fill the cup with water. The idea is that the sensor detects, then make the motor start running. So what will be displayed on the 7th segment of the IDE 68K simulator to display information? For this, we designed and executed code for the selection of motor. Next is the methodology of the project. For this project, we use switches, LED, and 7-segment display as the input and output of the system. As the IDE 68K software does not have push buttons, we use switches as replacement of the input to let the users choose their drink. The LED and 7-segment will then display the drink chosen of the progress of the dispensing of the drink. Secondly, for the drink choices, there will be 3 types of drink, which are Milo, coffee, and tea. Meanwhile, there are 2 temperature settings for the drink, which are hot and cold. Next is that we have a water level and water temperature check with sensors so that we will know that the status of the drink, such as does the water tank have enough water or not, or is the water hot enough for the drink. When water is full, the system will show LED 7 light up, but when the water is empty, the system is reset back to begin the system again.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Kamal bin Othman with metric number B0119101883. This is the code for the hot and cold water dispenser. The switch is declared, LED is declared, the 7 segment is declared. The code begin is the clear program, which is the reset program is used in this code. The initial, when the LED is on, is compared to the data, then this is the start of the code, which is Milo is declare which use 0 and 1 switch. We declare the Milo. 0 and switch 2 is declared for the coffee, and also 0 and third switch is declared for the tea. The user must choose belong to this switch for the user to take the Milo or coffee or tea. Then after that, we will go to the choice, which is hot or cold. I will show the code now until it finish. After this, I will show how the code is run and execute. First, when the code is run, the system will go to the begin. When the system go to the begin, it go to the initial. When the user does not choose any switch, the code will start running, will looping at the initial coding. When user choose switch 0 to on, which is the push button of this system to start the system will show that the machine will start working when the all LED is on. Then there is a delay for this system after the machine start working. After that, LED 0 will turn on, which show the system has turned on to the user. After that, the switch move to the start, which is the user must choose whether the user want to make a Milo or coffee or tea. For example, the user choose Milo. If the user does not choose any drink, the system will looping at the start. When the user choose Milo, the user must switch on the switch 1. Then the system will start go to the Milo branch. And all LED 0 and LED 1 will be turned on, which means the Milo is chosen. Now user must choose whether user want a cold Milo or hot Milo. For example, the user choose ice Milo. The switch must be on according to this ice Milo, which is switch 5. Then the system will go to the ice Milo folder, which is LED 0 and LED 1 and LED 5 will be turned on. Then the system will be a delay. After that, the system check using a sensor whether the temperature of the ice is in a frozen condition or still in water. If the temperature sensor detect that the ice is in frozen, the system will be going to the LED 1, which is LED 0 is turned on, which indicate the motor run to put the ice, and then the delay is occur. After that, all LED is turned on, which means the cup is filled with the ice. Then the system will go to the fill water of the Milo. Then when the system go to the fill of the water, we can see that there is a water level sensor check whether the tank is full or empty using switch 3. If the switch 3 is not turned on, the system will be reset back to the begin. But for this, I will show you the system is the sensor detect the water is full, which by using switch number 3. LED 7 will be turned on. That means the tank is full of water. when the LED 1 is turned on, that means the motor start to fill the cup with the water. And then the delay occur. For the 7 segment, H is meaning high. When the system first put the water into the cup, the water will be high. Then the water will be much lower because the system, the 7 segment detect that the ice cup has a lower L, which mean lower. The water becomes much lower because the cup has full with the water. And then we will go to the done branch, which is the system stop the motor by clearing the data, and then all LED will be light up, mean that the system show that the process is all done. Then the system will be reset back to the begin, which LED will turn off. 7 segment also will be turned off, and also it will be going back to the begin. Then the second user can use this system for the another drink, which is coffee, Milo or tea. Now I will show you when the system is reset back to the begin, because the temperature sensor detect whether the ice is not frozen or the water level is empty in the tank. For example, the user choose now. For example, we choose tea, which switch 0 and switch 3 must be on. Then we go to the switch. When we go to the tea, then we choose the hot tea, which is switch 4 must be on. Okay, there is a temperature sensor check whether the temperature of water is hot or warm using P6. Okay, from this we must not turn on this switch because this switch indicate as a sensor of a temperature sensor. For now I does not on this switch. We will see what will happen. It will be reset back to the begin when the sensor does not detect the water is full because the tank is empty in this system. Now I will tell you about the water level sensor. When the water level sensor detect there is an empty tank in this system, what will be happen? Now I will show you. I choose tea. Then now I will choose the hot tea, which switch 4 must be turned on. And now there is a temperature sensor. Now we'll on the switch 5 because we want to test the water level sensor, not the temperature sensor. Okay. The water level sensor also use switch 6, which is switch 5, which is I have turned on before this. Now I want to turn off this switch. What will be happen is the system will be reset back when we switch off the when the switch is turned off, which is the water level sensor detect there is no water in the tank. The system will be reset back to the initial value. That's all from me. Thank you.
So here is the conclusion for our project. The hot and cold drink dispenser is a machine that allows easy access to a variety of drinks in a short time. Is proven to be useful in the daily lives of people nowadays. It offers a modern, advanced, and convenient source of hot and cold beverage to the people with little effort and time. The drink dispenser works in a simple way that it is easy to turn on and choose drinks with just a few switching on a few switches. Assembly language is used for the project with some instructions used such as move, CMP, BSR, subQ, and BEQ. Overall, as students, we were able to apply what we have learned throughout the semester about microprocessor on this project, and we have also successfully built this project.